Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle, and this is the Belle Perspective and Internet Best Friend. Hey, best friend. We talk about books, we talk about movies, all kinds of different things, reality shows. We do all of the things over here while building community and having a little kiki on the side, okay? And today we are going to be reviewing Real Housewives of New York. All right. Season 14, episode 3, Two Truths and No Shakshuka, which I needed to look up what Shakshuka was. I didn't get a chance. I will probably in just a second, though. But before we get into that, let's get into some housekeeping items first. This is a growing channel, and I need you to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you have subscribed, I still need your help. This is a growing channel, so make sure you hit the like button. Watch all the way into the end. And as I'm sharing my perspective, get down in the comments and share yours for me. I really appreciate that. Okay. And what else is going on? What else is going on? I think that's it. Oh no. Well, I'll talk about that in the beginning of the review. I was gonna talk about some gossip I saw on Twitter. I'll get into that though. Okay, so Real Housewives of New York, Two Truths and No Shakshuka. Before we get into this conversation, because I'm not gonna review play by play. Before we get into this conversation, y'all, let me tell you what I found on the internet, child. Let me tell you what I found on the internet, girl. Oh my god. Okay, so first things first, Erin. I don't remember her last name, Erin Looted or something like that. I think it starts with the L. Baby, why is she a stop the stealer? Baby, why is she a trumper? I mean, it makes total sense now. It makes total sense now, but it's like, girl, are you kidding? You're a trumper? She's a trumper, y'all. She's a trumper. She's donated like a couple times to the January 6th legal fund. She was an election denier. Aaron. But are we surprised though? Y'all get down in the comments, let me know what y'all think. Get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. It was a couple things that I saw on Twitter. I was like, maybe I need to do a foolishness on the internet video, like gossiping like that. Wait, let me take that back. I don't really like doing gossip videos. That's what I want to say. Because I don't know if I care enough. Now, I'll sit there and listen to tea, but I don't really like spilling it like that. I'm not a spill girl. I'm more of a sip girl. You know what I mean? Let's get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Are y'all a spill or a sip girl? I found on the internet about these Real Housewives of New York. It's a couple things. But the other thing that stood out to me is that Brynn, baby, she is $30,000 in debt. Ooh, about to get evicted from her New York lifestyle. But are we surprised though? Get down in the comments. Let me know if y'all surprised. I'm not laughing at her. I'm not a Brynn fan. I don't too much like she's definitely a siren, which I mean, you get it how you live. If you're poor, we find out a little bit about how they grew up, so I understand why they have the personalities that they do. Brynn is looking for a sponsor. Okay, she's looking for somebody to take care of her, so she got to have a certain aesthetic. Yeah, get your bills paid by any means. Okay, as long as it's as long as you're consenting to it. All right, um, and you're an adult, you're above age, right? Anyway, y'all get down in the comments. $30,000 in debt, child. I'll post the thing here so you can see it. I think it was on US Weekly or something like that. I was like, getting evicted from her house, child. Like, oh God. Ooh, it's never that serious. It's never that serious. Okay. We talk about Jessel. Let's talk about Jessel real quick. Episode opens up with Jessel coming down, looking to see if anybody's awake. Jessel is complaining because the house is cold. Jessel has a complaint for every single thing. And I don't think Jessel really understands how snarky and pretentious her voice is. And shout out to all the people across the pond in England and Great Britain and all those places over there. But the British accent for me, to me, sounds obnoxious almost. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be rude. But it has a very pretentious air to it sometimes. And it's like, even when you're saying, even when you're being real, it still sounds very obnoxious and almost pretentious a little. I don't know how. I don't know where I drew that conclusion from. Y'all get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about it. I'm not trying to, like, you know, alienate anybody. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to offend anyone either. So my apologies. I'm sorry, but it just comes off that way, and it's almost like shut up. Like, I don't want to hear nothing you have to say. Period. And that's so when I hear Jessel talk, I like how she delivers some things sometimes when she says certain things like I almost toppled over. Like, I like that, but then when she starts talking and complaining, it just amplifies. Complaints are amplified by her accent, and it's annoying. Anyway, Jessica comes and sits down in Aaron. Conveniently, Aaron's room is the only one that's warm. Everybody else's room is cold as hell, and the heat doesn't work. I was like, oh my god, girl, is this where you live? Yikes. Anyway, Jessica comes down. She says, oh, Jenna left in the middle of the night. She probably wanted to go back to her own house because her house has an ocean view and yours doesn't. Jessel, girl, you cannot be that oblivious. And maybe she is. Yikes. Yikes. Getting to that, Jenna ended up leaving to go to her house. She was saying that she had a call in the morning at 6 a.m. She was trying to get to bed, but they were partying, having a good time downstairs. So she said, you know what? Let me go home. I'm down the road. I'm going to go to my house in the Hamptons. I'll sleep there. I'll have my call. I'll come back and hang out with the girls when I'm done. Not a problem. Nothing wrong with that. Apparently, it was a problem. Jenna, why didn't you say? Jenna, why did you leave? That was so rude of you to leave in the middle of the night. Y'all, I have never had like a whole bunch of friends like that, right? That's one of the reasons why me having a YouTube channel and building community with people, I don't know, that I know I've never even seen is like really helpful for me. Like, I'm on here helping myself quiet as it's kept as I'm trying to help reach out to YouTube. But like to build community because I am such an awkward person in real life. Like I'm cool, I'm fun, I'm funny. Like lots of people say, "Oh my god, you're so cool to be around," and blah blah blah. But I'm also very awkward. And so when you're in my space and I feel like there's only a limited time of how much I can be hey girl, what's up? How you doing? It's only only a certain amount of time, right? I've got about 6 hours, like maybe 6 or 7 hours where I can just be like, "Okay, yeah, girl, yeah." And then after that, I'm like, "Okay, you got to go. I need my space. Please go away. I need to like recoup. I need to recharge." Like, so I totally understand, Jenna. Let me just go home. I don't want to sleep. I don't really like sleeping over at other people's house either. Like, you don't have a soap I want. That mean I gotta bring my own soap. I'm like, sigh. I gotta bring my own toilet paper because like, you don't got the toilet paper I like. Like, girl, I pay bills. I want to stay in the place that I pay the bills. I curated my home to fit what I want. You did not curate your home for the way that I want, and that's fine. It's your home. You curated it the way that you want. So let me stay where I want to be and you stay where you want to be and we'll meet in the middle. Okay? That's how I am. Like how that was coming for my queen mother Jenna. I didn't like that. I did not like that. They need to back up. They was coming for her for a lot of things, and I ain't like that. All right, so they work out. They're working out. Then Brynn finally gets there. Brynn is complaining about a double standard, how Jenna was able to leave the house in the middle of the night. She thought that was so rude, so nasty, so rude. She thought it was so rude, but her inside not wanting to go to a restaurant with Aaron was not the same, or was totally blown out of proportion. I really need Brynn to understand what's going on. He lied to Aaron and said, I am going, or I can't go, I'm sick, or something like that. She lied to Aaron and then ended up going someplace else. Jenna literally apologized to the lady the next day and was like, I'm sorry, which I don't know why she needed to apologize, but whatever. I guess this is girl code. I don't know. I'm still learning the tricks. I'm still learning the ropes, y'all. Still learning the ropes. But you lied to Aaron. That's totally different. And I don't understand why Brynn didn't clock that in her head. We'll start talking about Jessel not being pleasable. Jessel was absolutely not pleasable. Jessel goes, well, if Jenna had an issue with me not liking the lingerie, why didn't she say anything? I mean, it's not like I kidnapped the Pope. No, but Jessel, there was a way that things could have been done, and you did not do that. And I don't like how you acting oblivious to the fact that you don't realize that you don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that. Brynn talks about, and they're all at lunch at this point. Brynn is talking about nudes in your phone, and this is how you flirt with the guy. Please don't take any advice from Brynn, child. She $30,000 in debt, baby. She don't know what she talking about. She don't know what she talking about. Oh, I heard Brynn say something about they're in the bathroom having a kiki. Is this literal cultural appropriation? Like, get down in the comments. Sorry, I don't like Brynn like that. I do not like her like that. I understand her role and I understand why she acts the way she does. That's great, but I don't like it. She was like, they not having a kiki. Like, I've never heard a white woman say kiki. It's like, where's that? I've heard only black women and obviously the girls say kiki. Is that, am I being, I get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think. I was like, kiki. Girl, you don't have kikis. You have I don't know what y'all have, but you don't have a kiki. You do not have a kiki. Okay. Anyway, whatever. They were coming for Jenna again. So they leave for lunch from lunch. They go home. They're about to get dressed for dinner again, dressed at the house. The chef is coming. And they were like, oh my God, Jenna, you can be beautiful and confident. Let's dress you up. I know y'all not trying. Jenna motherfucking Lyons. Y'all talking to her like she don't know how to. Baby, y'all tried it. If anything, y'all need to be taking pointers from Jenna. Are you kidding? I don't know what crack rock they was smoking, but baby, that shit was strong as hell, okay? That shit was strong as hell. Jenna says, she'll play nice, she'll do it, but she used to do everything. She was like, I've been that girl. I was that girl that was dressing to get the male gaze and get the attention of men. I'm not that girl anymore. I'll wear this dress for tonight, but tomorrow I'm going back in my jeans. I said, I know that's right, but baby, the jeans be together, okay? Jenna's clothes be together. Baby, she's Jenna motherfucking Lyons, baby. Do not play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it, okay? With it. Anyway, two truths and a lie. All they did was talk about sex stuff. I was just like, y'all don't have nothing else interesting going on. That was a little boring. Listening to them talk about it, I was just kind of like, oh, this is a little cringe. Not that I'm a prude or anything like that, but I was just like, sex is not the most interesting thing in your lives, and if it is, yikes. Sai is later on. They go and talk around the fire pit again. These be some full days. Like after that dinner, I'd have been like, all right, y'all, I got to go regroup. I ain't gonna better do all this. So they go sit around the fire pit. Sai talks about her life being poor, growing up and she was poor and she lived on her own starting at 16 and she moved around a lot before she turned 16, never had the same school. And I was just like, "Oh my God, yeah, I was crying, 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 crying." Number 1 because look where they are now. Look where she is now. 1, so happy for her. 2, I was also crying because, like, when do the Real Housewives ever like talk about this kind of stuff? We never get that authenticity and that realness, and I truly appreciated it, but also because um I don't know. I grew up in a little bit of a similar situation. And so I was just like, wow. And so Sai was talking about how she, lived with her roommate at 16 and worked at Sears and went to college, had to drop out because she couldn't afford it, but she was still homeless. And then Brynn talking about how she used to look at magazines and visualize how her home would look. And I'm about to get emotional right now. And living in a place that she could be proud of. And like, that's where I was. growing up, and I don't really talk about that kind of thing because I didn't have active parents in my life, and so I always felt so awkward because everybody around me had that. Everyone had that. So I couldn't tell people that I couldn't tell people what was going on, right? And how I had to live and how I could keep it up for a while. And maybe that's the reason why I am the way I am now, because I have to keep up a certain thing. But then when I'm home, I just want to, okay, I can sit down, I can just breathe, I can just be myself, right? Alone. Anyway, I was like boohoo crying, and I was feeling myself getting emotional right now, y'all. So I'm about to end this video, but I really truly appreciated watching the women talk about how they imagine their lives to be and how they want it to be, do more things and be better, and how they, get magazines and like look at different things in magazines and pick out things and say, that's, if we can afford this, this is how my house would look. Or if I could do this, this is how my life would look. And y'all, I gotta go. Okay. Y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about the episode. And Jenna Lyons is queen. We love her. Don't cover her. See y'all later.